Hello, 5th graders. Welcome to lesson 3.4, Round Decimals. Please pause to write the lesson number and title in your notebook. Today's lesson objective is to round decimals to any place value. Please pause to write the lesson objective in your notebook. Today's Unlock the Problem says, the gold frog of South America is one of the smallest frogs in the world. It is 0.386 or 386 hundredths of an inch. What is this length rounded to the nearest hundredth of an inch? We have a blue box, so let's look to what it says first. Underline the length of the gold frog. It told us that the gold frog is 0.386. The second line says, is the frog's length about the same length or width of a paperclip? Well, we know that paperclips come in different lengths, but the width of a paperclip is about the same. And this told us that it's about a third of an inch, because if we look at that 3 in the tenths place, about a third of an inch. So we're going to say it's about the width of a paperclip. That's pretty small. The first way that we can decide how we're going to round this number is by using a place value chart. It says, write the number in the place value chart and circle the digit in the place value which you want to round. So over here, we've written in a place value chart the number 0.386, and it says circle the digit we want to round. So it told us the nearest hundredth. So let's circle the hundredths place. In the place value chart, underline the digit to the right where you are rounding. Okay, we're going to underline the 6. So we look next door. If you remember from 5th grade, we circle the digit, we look next door. If the digit to the right is less than 5, then the digit in the place value stays the same. If the digit to the right is greater than 5, then the rounding place increases by 1. So we look next door and we see a 6. 6 is greater than 5. So that is going to make me round up. When we round up, this 8 is going to become a 9. And lastly, we drop any digits that we are leaving behind. We could change it to a 0, or we could just drop it off since it's a decimal. So we're going to round it to 0.390, or remember, we can drop off that 0. So it's going to be about 39 hundredths of an inch. Another way to do this is with place value. The little grass frog is the smallest frog in North America. It is 0.437 of an inch. What is that length rounded to the nearest hundredth? So again, we circle the digit. We circle the digit that we're going for. So we're going for the hundredth, so we circle the 3. And we look next door, we see a 7. 7 is greater than 5, so that makes us round up. So the 3 becomes a 4. So now we have 0.44. Part B, what is the length of the frog rounded to the nearest tenth? So in this case, we circle the tenths place, which is a 4. We look next door and we have a 3. 3 is smaller than 5, so that makes us stay the same. So 0.4. So this number rounded to the nearest hundredth is 0.44, and rounded to the nearest tenth, it's 0.4. Now we're going to talk about a big frog. The Goliath frog is the largest frog in the world. It is found in the country of Cameroon in West Africa. The Goliath frog can grow to be 11 and 815 thousandths of an inch. How long is the Goliath frog rounded to the nearest inch? The first thing that we want to do is write our number 11.815 in a place value chart. So 11 point, there's our decimal, 8 hundredths, 1 5,000ths. Now it says find the place value that we want to round and circle the digit. They told us to the nearest inch. An inch is a whole number, so we're going to circle the ones place. And then we look to the right of the place value. We look next door. We see an 8. 8 is greater than 5, so it's going to cause us to round up. So that means that the 1 is going to change into a 2. So we get the number 12. So the Goliath frog is about 12 inches long. Explain why any number less than 12.5 and greater than or equal to 11.5 would round to 12 when being rounded to the nearest whole number. So if we're looking at 12.5 and we look at this place value, 5 would make us round up to maybe 13, but probably it's not very high. We would round down to 12. Or if we had the number 11.5, that would make us round up to 12. So anywhere in this range would make us round to the number 12. And that's because 12 is in the middle. So we're going to explain 12 is in the middle of 11.5 and 12.5. Great job, 5th graders. Now it's your turn. Lesson activity. Your lesson activity is to write the place value of the underlined digit, and then part 2, round the number to the underlined value. So we look at here, we have a 9. So write the place value of the 9, and then circle it. Look next door, we see a 2. What is this number going to be when we round to the place value of the 9? Is the 2 going to make you round up, or is it going to make you stay the same? Complete these 2 problems in your math notebook. Great job, 5th graders.